Alright, good evening, welcome to the stream, and we are going to be doing Metal Gear Solid Tactical Espionage, I think is the full title, or Tactical Espionage Metal Gear Solid. Of course nobody says the first two words, but they're there in the title. I don't know if you can see the logo, but it's there. So I've never played this game before, but I have heard good things obviously, I mean, it's like a big brand. Like, people know what Metal Gear is. And I've never played the series before, not counting 5. I've played a bit of 5 before. Like, 5 is good, but it's an unfortunate victim of something I would like to call open world fatigue, in which you can play it for hours and hours and then you get bored of it and then you just move on. So I never finished 5, but I might think about revisiting it once I've finished doing all the other games. I mean, it has been like a year and a half, maybe 2 years since I last played that, so maybe I could actually check that out on the stream. But for now, I'm going to be doing this, and then afterwards we'll be doing Sonic Mania and Knuckles. Let me just fix the picture real quick, because the game looks a little bit off there. I don't know if you can see that. Just need to make sure that it fits in the border a bit better. Right, I think that works. Does that look okay to you? Hang on a second. I need to maximize the window so that I can see this a bit better. It's kind of hard to adjust it when it's smaller. Right, I think that, yeah, that looks a bit better. Just so that it fits in the border. That's all I was trying to do there. So, real quick before we start, like I talked about how I've not played a Metal Gear game. I have seen one played before. Like I had a brother who I used to watch the game. I used to watch him play the game, rather. He bought a PlayStation 2 not long after launch, I think, and I remember I used to watch him play this game in Grand Theft Auto 3. Like I didn't really play the PlayStation 2, but I used to watch him play it. I was more of a Nintendo person, but it's not really like a fanboy thing. It was just like I wasn't really interested in those kind of games, but it was fun to watch him play them. I was more into my platformers, my colourful like shit and stuff like that. I wasn't into the shooty bang bang stealthy kind of games, but whatever. I'm more into it now, I guess. Although I must say that stealth is still not my strong suit, but hopefully by the end of this game I'll be a little bit better at it, so expect deaths. Expect quite a few deaths. What's that one guy used to say? You're going to die a lot. Who the fuck said that? Like, it was a really old YouTuber who kind of disappeared that used to say that in his videos. You do have some experience with stealth in Metal Gear Solid 5. See, here's the thing about Metal Gear Solid 5. Yes, there's stealth elements. Do up. But yeah, the thing about Metal Gear Solid 5 is if you play it on the default setting, it gives you a chance to sort of recoup from your mistake. Like, you get like a couple seconds slow-mo to sort of stun the enemy or just knock them out with the tranquilizer. But in this game, if you get caught, you get caught, and then you have to sort of improvise on the fly. Alaska, Bering Sea. I might make minor adjustments to the picture just so it looks a bit better. Like, I think it's still slightly off a little bit, but I think it looks fine for now. Do I know the Konami code? Yes. Although
the nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker.
just before we continue, can you guys hear that, or is it too quiet? Because it sounds a little bit quiet on my end. I don't know if that needs adjusting. Also, in terms of the Konami code, I was just about to say, I don't know what the fuck represents A and B in that case. Like up, up, down, down, left, right, blank, blank, start. It is a little quiet. Don't know if I can change that internally. I might have to change some settings. Well, I'll wait till the cutscene finishes and then I'll change it before we start the game.
High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
I must say, I haven't started the game yet, and already the production values are just through the roof with this game. Like, for PlayStation, it looks amazing. Right, so I guess that's the intro sequence done then. Metal Gear! Oh, it's called Tactical Espionage Action Metal Gear Solid. I missed the action at the end there. Right, so give me a quick second to see if I could fix this. I don't know if there's an internal volume setting. Probably not. Right, I think that worked. Yep. We are good to go. Mission start. Mission started! I mean, even this part looks really high quality, like the water ripple effects on the water, the scenery and stuff. It looks more graphically intense than most other PlayStation games that I've seen.
Stay alert. It'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
I so check. I'm going to swat down some bothersome flies. Smashing. Well, hang on. I'm going to see if I can reduce the logo a little bit so that you can see the actual dialogue. You don't really need to see it that big. There we go. There's the famous codec sound effect. No, I just noticed that the subtitles were being blocked by it.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
So weird explanation for how you hear the codec. So real quick, I'm just going to... I think I can map this to the analog stick. I know it doesn't really make it analog, but it does make it a little bit easier to play the game, kind of. because the PlayStation D-pad's not the best D-pad for this kind of thing. Oh wait, there's something down there, let me get that real quick. Whoa, framed it. I mean, we are underwater, so I guess that's understandable. Ration! Right, so before we actually continue, let's call him once.
Snake, don't forget this is a covert operation. There are lots of bad guys and only one of you. If you're spotted, you'll be surrounded before you know it.
If that happens, you're finished.
First, go to the elevator in the back. Take it up to the ground floor. Then look for the DARPA chief.
Right, there we go. Yeah, it's a wet ration. Let me just move the windows around so I can actually see this a bit better on the monitor. Right, there we go. It's just so I can see the chat at the same time without too much hassle and clutter. Hi, zombie man. I like that while you play the prologue, you hear, like, not hear, I mean, you get to see like the credits and stuff. It kind of gives you a movie feeling. Yeah, just gotta be careful here. What's the button to not run as fast so I don't make too much noise? You can hear the splash of the water,
There's
right?
an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
Oh dear. First major hurdle. How do you activate this? Deactivate that, or do you just have to wait? I would assume you would press a switch to call the elevator, but I guess not. Oh, oh no. I didn't mean to walk over there. Okay, that's fine. Hi Tev. Triangle's the action button. Yeah, that's the top one. No. The action button hugs the walls. No, just holding the direction to the walls hugs the walls. Or do you mean it's like... Oh no, triangle's first person view. Fuck. I swear to God, if I fucking die here, I'm gonna be pissed off at myself. Right, coast is clear. We are good. Square is the punch button. And holding the punch button chokes people. Yeah, that's something to do from behind, isn't it? To like stun them. Like, I'm just a complete Metal Gear greenhorn here, so you're gonna see me make a lot of mistakes early on. Just know that. Hashtag disclaimer. Hideo Kojima, I just saw his name flash up there. There he is. You know, I was going to make a joke about why can't Metal Gear crawl, except that Snake actually can crawl in this game, so it doesn't make sense. I don't know if anyone ever seen that Miiverse post, like the meme post, why can't Metroid crawl? Like, that's what I was thinking of just then, and I was like, oh, a minute, this guy actually can crawl. Oops.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working?
5 games
I'm
later.
nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
So for people wondering, I know that some people already do, but I did say this before, and I'm going to say it again. I'll be playing the entire Metal Gear series over the next few months, so I'll be doing this, and then I'll do Metal Gear Solid 2, then 3, then 4, and then I'll either do Rising or I'll do Metal Gear Solid 5. I might do Rising, like, 'cause I've heard really good things about that. Like, that's
There
a
are
platinum
only
game.
18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
Anime?
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information
Yeah,
you
she's
can
got a
from
bit
him
of an
about the
accent, I
terrorist.
noticed that.
If he's alive, that is.
I'm going to try my best not to talk over too much of the dialogue, because I don't want to, like,
Snake,
interrupt
your
it.
radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96.
So
It's a dedicated
she's basically
frequency
like
for saving
for
data.
yeah,
Don't forget it.
that's what I thought.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
He's quite a heavy smoker, isn't he?
If
I
you
guess
want
we
to
can
get
get in
in,
there.
there's the front door. It's
I'm
the
not doing this,
fastest
by the way, the
way,
game's doing
but
it.
there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
I'll let you know when I start playing.
about the
Like,
air
he's just
duct near the
walking about
door?
by himself, checking the place.
There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Right, mission started for real. Also, how do you select items? So I'm gonna have a look from this vantage point, see if I can find that second vent. Will I wait for that? Oops. L1 and R1. Right, well, let me save real quick. If I can remember what button you press to bring up. What button did I just. Oops. I wanted to call
Snake,
Melee.
your mission is to infiltrate, not to fight. Don't let the enemy see you. First, you've got to rescue the DARPA chief. Infiltrate the building in front. Look for some way to get in.
I don't remember what button I just pressed there to bring up the list of stuff. Like, what button was it again? Hang on. Like, I literally just did it there and I forgot what I just pressed. Nope, it's not that button. Yeah, there was like a list. Hold the button. Right, hang on. Hold what button? Oh, you mean for the items? Yeah, I figured that. No, I mean, how do you... Like, I saw a list of all the collar things. How do you do that? Oh, it's you press down, right, and then you press circle, right, okay, I got it. Sorry.
What can I do for you, Snake?
We'll just save real quick and then we'll continue.
Snake, remember what the Gaul said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China, but I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
I think there's a reason he's called Solid Snake. Obvious jokes aside, let's start looking. So how do we zoom in? Okay. Yeah, I don't think I can see it from here either. What do you mean by do not save for me? Right, so L1 is quick use and then L2 is like to select an item. Or, yeah, something like that. When you select mailing, press do not save. Oh, right, okay, right, let's do that then. It's going to take me a while to get used to pressing circle to confirm and not X.
Talk to you later, Snake.
Is that it?
What can I do for you, Snake? Talk to you later, Snake.
Okay then. Wait, I need to keep doing it? Right.
What is it, Snake? Come on, Snake. Don't call me for no reason.
She looked a little bit upset there. A little bit of a grimace. No, I don't want to go in there. Okay, I can't go up there then. Right, so let me get familiar with the controls before we go in there. Right, so X puts you in prone mode. That'll be like the chokehold, isn't it? Oh, the 1, 2, 3 kick from Smash. I guess that's where that came from then, that makes sense. Like that's the exact same, like he does the 2 punches and then a kick in that exact same order. That's cool. That's the cool thing about Smash, like when they do attacks and stuff, they're often like references to very obscure like things from previous games. So Metal Gear seems no different. I'm guessing the yellow cone is a camera. Yep, that's a camera. Actually, I'm going to use the D-pad. That might work better. Oops. Just want to peek over. Is there a button to permanently fix yourself to the wall so you don't have to hold the direction? Because that would be nice. Oh. Did he sneeze there? I thought he held me or something, but no, he sneezed. Oh. Yeah. See, I'm kind of afraid to run up to him in case I make too much noise, but I don't know if in this game that's not a problem. I'm going for it. Shit! I knew that was going to happen. Feel free to kill people if you want. That's fine. I didn't quite get, but like he turned around there when I tried to grab him. Oh well. But it's fine, we're good. Don't want to get caught by that searchlight. I'll go round the side again. So how do you punch people? It's right, okay. Again, completely new to this, so I'm going to make mistakes and I'm going to forget buttons. Like, this is the kind of game that doesn't hold your hand. It's not like, hey, you can press this button to do this, Snake.
Whose footprints are these?
I always fucking stun him after he spots me. Are you sure that holding the square button does a chokehold? I thought this was the chokehold. I'm gonna try that next time. I'll try holding the button. Like, cause I see him do this and it looks like he's trying to wrap his arms around your neck. So I just assumed, oh, that's the chokehold. But no, that's just like throw them. This is going to be painful to watch. I just know it. Fuck.
Surveillance camera?
Well, I'm probably gonna die here. Yep. I didn't see the camera. I was looking at the guy. I'm not doing a death counter. It's gonna go well over 100 if I do a death counter. Plus, I'm too lazy. I don't feel like setting one up. Like, since I've installed... excuse me. Since I've installed Windows 10, I haven't felt like resetting up the death counter on this. So I just really don't feel like it. Okay, so holding the button doesn't work. Pressing a direction. Make sure the only button you're pressing is square.
Whose footprints are these?
Hi, Zachary. You're just in time to watch me fail at this game, like 'cause I'm new to it. So just press X without any direction. Right, okay, that's what you do. Oh, wait a minute. I thought he would have been down there for longer than that. That's bullshit. No. No, 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 no. The best game ever made. Punch once and then square is what I used to do. Right, well, I'll give that a shot then. Equipping the ration, how do you do that? I guess that's equipped. Right, okay then. Right, so punch once and then press square. Right, I'll try that, see if that helps.
Whose footprints are these?
Okay, that kind of worked. It killed him though, but it worked. I mean, I just spammed the chokehold, and that apparently was enough. So yeah, I'm guessing the second game onward, you're not allowed to kill people, or it punishes you for killing people. But I guess the first game is not as bad. Got a SOCOM. I guess it's not there. Oh, there is. Gonna hold on to that. Shit. Nothing to see here. Return to your positions. I said return to your positions. I'm just gonna fucking stay here as long as it takes. Come on. Yeah, I don't think he's moving. I love that he's just standing, like he's not even making an effort to come in. I guess the ration did save me, but not for long. I'm starting to get a little bit better.
What happened? Snake! Snake!
And by a little bit better, I mean not really. Is the first guy back again? I don't think I saved after I chokehold him to death. You don't have it equipped. Yeah, I deliberately decided not to equip it there because I didn't want to make too much noise. But I didn't think to turn it back on again. I should have equipped it while I was hiding behind that truck box.
Huh? Whose footprints are these?
There you go. Oh, did I turn off the ration? Fuck, I didn't realise. Not going up that way because of the camera. I'm gonna go back into the truck again. I'll equip that if I need it. So if we get caught here again, I'll put that back on. Isn't there like a way to... yeah, this? Oh, he's asleep, right, okay. I thought he was awake there, never mind. There's a camera next to him though. I don't think I can get close. Yeah, I remember about the punching mechanic. What was it again? Right, it's the punch button that does that. Like, you literally just punch the wall or knock it with the punch fist. Maybe
Huh? What was that noise?
What was that noise? Nice. We're on our way. Oh, we dropped a ration, or... yeah, I'm full on rations, but that's cool. Right, so I guess I'm just going to kill people because I'm not... or at least...
Surveillance camera?
I like how earlier it didn't fucking do that when I was near that. Yeah, stay away from that. So I'm going to... oh right, that's to equip and unequip, right. See if I can find where that vent is. I think it's on the other side. Yeah, I'm going back to using the D-pad. I think the control stick's a little bit too far off to be comfortable with. Like, if the control stick was where the D-pad was, I would probably use that instead. Oh. Yeah, there's a... wait, is the camera above me? Like, it's not on the same floor, but it's like the above floor? Hang on, let me check. Like, because the map doesn't really specify that because of... it's just a bird's eye view. Oh no, the camera's right there. I think. Yeah, that's the camera, isn't it? Yep. Actually, hang on a second. Can you shoot in first person in the first game, or is that like the second game onwards? Because I thought that was like a thing. Like, so I was going to shoot the camera, but I don't know if that's it. If that's even a thing in this game. You can just rush the camera. Right, so what's the button to duck again? Right, okay. Later. But yeah, I'm brand new to this game. Like, I've played Metal Gear Solid 5, but I've never played any of the older games. So I like how even the rats have got the little exclamation marks.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80. Those mice are Alaskan field mice. Don't worry, they can't hurt you.
Remember
Wild
this guy
field
from
mice don't have a thick
MGS5?
layer of fat,
Not really.
but they can still survive the bitter winters here without hibernating. They dig tunnels under the snow. That's where they stay warm.
Survival specialists, huh? I should learn from them.
But there's a dark side too. Sometimes the males will kill and eat offspring that's not their own.
To ensure the survival of their own genes, right?
Yeah, pretty brilliant program, huh? If there are mice, that means there must be an exit somewhere. Follow the mice.
So yeah, I don't remember that guy whatsoever. But we're in the water now for a brief moment. I did consider, like, when it was a brand new port of the game, I was considering getting Metal Gear Solid 3 on the 3DS. But then I heard it wasn't a very good port of the game. Like, it had terrible frame rate. Like, they had to gimp the graphics quite a bit just to make it run on the system. Well, it's quite impressive that the game can even run on the 3DS, but it's not really worth playing, as far as I've heard. I'll be playing Metal Gear Solid 3 through the HD collection that I've got on the Xbox 360, so that's how I'm going to be playing that.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Thank you. While I'm here.
What is it, Snake? I wish I could send you weapons through this codec instead of just data.
That would be nice. I'm starting to feel like a thief already. Ransacking rooms, rifling through fallen enemies' pockets.
But you have no choice, Snake.
Maybe so, but I think I'm starting to develop kleptomania. I just keep putting things in my pocket.
Thank God the saving in this game doesn't go by fucking Resident Evil rules where it's like, oh, you need to pick up ribbons before you can save, and you can only save like 3 times per ribbon. Like, 'cause I'm probably going to end up saving a lot, like, very frequently. Oh shit, I just realised I didn't look at the map there and I just realised too late. Ah shit, camera angle please. I should always keep my eye at the corner of the screen so that I can see where they are. Oh fuck. Nope. Gonna see if I can lure him this time so I can chokehold him. Nah, he's gone too far. It's a very ambitious game, I have to say. Like, most PlayStation games don't look nearly as nice as this. Nah, I don't want to lure him there. Lure him around here.
What was that noise?
What was that noise? Oh, don't cling to the wall. Gap. I know I shouldn't be going around killing people, but I'm still getting used to the mechanics a little bit. Like, as I get further into the game, I'll try to tone down the killing. Because I'm just awful at stealth. I've said this many a time, I'm not good at stealth. And that's just going to permeate the first third of the game. Oh, shit. Camera. Does that camera rotate? Yep. Hide under the tanks. Oh, you can go under them? Oh, right, on the front, on the back. Shit. I didn't realise it was right there. Oh yeah, you can go under the tanks. Cool. Feel free to murder everyone, are you sure? There. Yeah, you have to press X slightly after stopping in front of them or behind them. Got so-called bullets. Oh, that's right, I can't. I mean, I could walk around it. I just need to wait for the camera to turn. Gotta stay away from the blind spot. Like, keep in the blind spot, stay away from the cone of vision. There we go. Guess I can't do anything here yet. No, don't do that. How do you interact with doors, or can I not go in this one? Oh, sorry, I didn't see that question earlier. I do have Sun and Moon, but I don't know if I'm going to revisit that. Need a key card. Right, okay then. I hate when I'm trying to walk around the wall and I just like magnetically attach to it instead. I did stream Pokemon Sun and Moon like last year, and I did beat the game. I was going to do like the post-game stuff, but then I just kind of lost interest, so I was like, yeah, no thanks. I'm still not sure if I'm going to get the Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. Thermal goggles, nice. Ooh, nice. So that's like a permanent piece of equipment then. Can you drop down from here, like, safely? Oh, hang on a second, is that a fence? Right, never mind. I know that in Metal Gear Solid 2 you can hang off ledges, but I don't know if that's a thing in the first game. Like, I remember watching my brother play Metal Gear Solid 2. What's the subtitle? Sons of Liberty, or something like that. And I remember you could, like, hang off the ledges of, like, on the boat or something, and then you can like lure people over and then you can grab the legs and then throw them off. I used to watch him do shit like that. I'm gonna turn this off now. Right, so the interact button is circle. Still learning the buttons. Alright. cue the GoldenEye elevator music.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
Oh yeah, see the green dot.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
It will occasionally give you little tips, but it doesn't hold your hand all that much. Which I think is good, but it's frustrating for me because I'm looking like the worst player right now, but eventually I'm going to get better. I've got to get good. Is that bullets? Yep. Is there a way to interact with the grate, like look down? Wait a minute, what did I just do there? Oh right, you hold the triangle and hold down. Right. Just so I can investigate. Something in there, what is that? I think it's a box of bullets. Ah, here we go. Is this the guy I'm rescuing?
Kinda damn cold. I hate Alaska.
Oh no, it's a soldier.
Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
It's just taking a shit. There we go.
Is that a woman? Not him.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
Should probably save real quick. So how's everyone doing tonight? You doing good?
Sorry, the Soliton radar won't work in a narrow space. Too much harmonic resonance. The radio waves produce interference and we can't analyze the topographic data. Try to hang on until you get to a more open space, okay?
I kinda missed what she said there.
Don't give up, Snake.
Go back from the duct, return. Sorry, I missed that message. Hang on. I'm gonna have to check the actual Twitch chat. Noticing there's a lot of messages coming from you, Chod, so that kinda scrolled off the screen on restream. Go back from the duct, return to looking at that woman in the cell. What you mean go back out the way I came? Like where the ladder is? And then come back and look? You're almost done with Mega Man 9 though, that's cool. How many robots have you defeated, or are you doing the Wily stages? Return to the ladder. Right, okay, let's go back. So I hope, despite my terrible performance so far, I hope you guys are enjoying watching this. Like, I know it's a bit different from my usual stuff, but I wanted to try and get into this series because I know that it's a great series. How do you go down the ladder again? Oh, you just press circle. Yeah, Mario and Rabbids comes out very soon. They did announce something that kinda pissed me off just a little bit, especially this close to the release. For people who don't know, they just announced that there's going to be a season pass for Mario and Rabbids. And it's like, come on Ubisoft, really? Like, I'm behind the fucking game. Why are you doing this now? I mean, if the season pass is filled with content, fair enough, but we're already paying like $60 for the game. I don't want this to become like another slippery slope where it's like, oh, we're gonna give you shit ton of shit for an additional cost. Give us money. Oh yeah, it's triangle. Huh. Wait, what did she do? Oh, she's doing one-hand push-ups. Is there a cutscene here? Am I not looking at it right? But I'm gonna keep on going now because I don't want to keep having to crawl back out and back in again. But I guess the thing is, she changed every time you do that.
Who's that?
Yeah, you can show it to me later.
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
Oh, there's that woman again.
Plan to launch. I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
You know, as graphically impressive as this game is, you just can't help but look at sort of look at that weird looking face when it's pixelated like that.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between Arms Tech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production.
You played the game over 50 times and you've never seen that? I missed.
If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Yeah, roll credits.
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype.
Is there a way to pause cutscenes so that I can talk in between them? Because I don't like talking over the dialogue.
They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Uh-oh. Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course. There is a PAL.
There is also an NTSC.
Input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes. Baker knows one. and I know one.
Baker, the president of Arms Tech.
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Arms Tech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes.
Hi, Chod.
You
Again.
can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium.
Using the salts in your body, eh?
As
Well, it's going to
you
work
approach
really
the
well
door's
for me
security
then.
devices, they'll read the data
Look,
stored
I'm
in the
full of
card.
salt.
And the doors will open automatically.
If anything, it's going to
Gotcha.
overload the cards in the network.
Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Hey, what happened?
You know, this game was well ahead of its time. It did the motion blur before motion blur was cool. Now every fucking FPS and next gen game has fucking motion blur.
Dead.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No.
A heart attack.
Colonel,
No.
are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
I want to go get something to eat from a baker. Well, rest in peace. Well, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go take a shit now. Or I could just do this and take a piss. What was that game where you could like take a piss or you could take a shit and then throw it at people? Is it fucking Duke Nukem Forever that does that? Oh, the door's open now so I can leave.
Don't move!
Oh. okay. Well, that escalated quickly.
So you killed the chief, you bastard!
You killed Kenny. You bastard.
Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here!
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think! Shoot!
Hold down X. Nice.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie!
I'm telling you, shoot!
There's still that person back there. Yeah, I should probably stand back a little bit. Oh shit, that's not what I meant to do. I wanted to turn on rations. She didn't even make an effort to move. Good job, rookie. There we go.
Thanks for that help.
Wait!
Pay attention, this is very important. Yeah, I think that was important, thanks. Just that close-up of that ass.
You fool! You've killed him!
I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Would you guys say that this is the most technically impressive PlayStation game that you've ever seen? Because by far it is for me. Is that a Psycho Mantis?
Good girl. Just like that.
I see that you like to play Castlevania! Yeah, I know all about Psycho Mantis. It's kind of common knowledge, so I'm not really surprised.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
And that's the problem with playing games like this many, like a couple of decades later. Like, surprises like that are kind of like common knowledge, so it's kind of like Star Wars, like everybody knows like the big twist at the end of Empire Strikes Back, so it's like even if you've never seen the movie before, you're going to go in knowing that's going to be like the big moment that people don't want spoiled on. Oh, hang on a second. Ah, there we go. That other door was for a keycard. Oh wait, have I got the key cards? Oh, do I have the key card? Right, okay then. Thanks. That's not number 1 though, is it? No, that's number 6. Right, well I'll know that for when I find number 1. Actually, is number 1 along here? That's number 1. That door is number 1. Alright, this was the room that I was just in, right. Okay, can I investigate this person, or are we just done here? Guess not. Kneel at the soldier. I like how the fucking sensor bar is still there, even though my body's completely covering the part of the body that it's trying to censor. Oh, hang on a second. I can't look any lower than that. Yeah. That is pretty cool though, I like that effect. Right, let's continue. I keep pressing the wrong button. It's that button. I'm gonna go back to the first floor because I think I saw a door with number 1 on it, and then we'll check B2. It's a clever way to like mask loading times. It's kind of like Metroid Prime, like that does that sort of stuff where it like loads the door. Like loads the stuff behind the door. Resident Evil was also like one of the pioneers of like masking loading times with the door opening sequence. Oh, there's the cardboard box, and there's chaff grenades. Take it I can't climb those. Keeping the rations on hand just in case. Just in case, you never know. I suppose I can do first person there just to see if there's anything ahead of me. Oh yeah, I checked that room already. Congrats on beating Mega Man 9, by the way. I don't have card number 2. Check up here first. I don't think I checked this ladder. Oh wait, is this the part where you go like on the second floor to get the vent on the way in? I think this is where this leads. If it is, I guess I'll backtrack. But yeah, like I said, well done on beating Mega Man 9. Like, it's quite a challenging game. Not as challenging as jump, jump, slide, slide, but it's still a fairly good challenge. I think Mega Man 10's a little bit harder than 9, having replayed it recently, but I think you'll do fine. That will take you back outside. Right, okay, let's backtrack then. Right, I'll get the suppressor, but after that try to keep backseating to a minimum, if that's okay. I mean, I'll get the suppressor since that is kind of an essential, semi-essential item, but I'll try to figure things out after that. So first floor, top right corner, there's a room that gives you a suppressor. Got it. Oh, there's something over there. Ration, I think.
Press the action button to drop down.
Don't worry about it. I don't know how long I'm going to be playing this for, like maybe another couple hours. How long have I been playing so far? I've spent about an hour on it so far, so I guess I'll play for like another hour, hour and a half. That's the drop down button. I keep getting confused which buttons do what. It's just like the growing pains of playing a new game. It's like you have to learn and then you get better at learning and memorising. Oh yeah, that's right, you can't drop down from there. So the original plan was I was going to play Twin Snakes, like the GameCube version of this, and then I was going to move on to Metal Gear Solid 2 and so on. But I'm going to be playing Twin Snakes as well as this, but Twin Snakes will be after Metal Gear Solid 2. Because apparently there's a reason for me to do that. I don't know what that reason is, but I've been explicitly instructed to play this first, and then play Metal Gear Solid 2, and then play Twin Snakes. I'm guessing there's a very good reason for that, and I'll find out what that is when we get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Oh shit. Yeah, just... no thank you. It will be cool to play like the Twin Snakes version of this. I don't get why Twin Snakes hasn't been like ported to consoles since. Like, I get that it was like a Nintendo exclusive and stuff at the time, but I think more than enough time has elapsed that they could have thought about, you know what, let's port this to PlayStation 2, or let's port this to the next gen consoles at that time. Like, to this day they haven't done anything with Twin Snakes since, and instead we get this on PlayStation 3. Not saying that this version is bad, I'm just saying why can't we have both? So the room on the top right. Oh, it's this room right with key cards. Right, so I guess the suppressor's in here then. I think. Yep, SOCOM suppressor. So how do you enable suppressor on this? Oh wait, it's got it on automatically, right, okay. We good. Yeah, there's like little Nintendo references, but they could just take that out. Like, if Microsoft can get Rare to remove all Nintendo references in Banjo-Kazooie and shit like that, why can't they do the same for this? Right, time to go down to B2. I'm gonna save right after we go down. I don't think the Nintendo references is any real reason for them to hold back re-releasing the game. Like, they could just easily remove those and then that's that.
What is it, Snake? Snake, listen to what Lo Ji said. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. Just because you see an item doesn't mean that you always have to get it. If you don't really need it, think twice before you stick your neck out. It might not be worth it.
Might not be worth. Oh, hang on a second. For some reason, the capture card footage just suddenly stopped there. Yeah, why is it? Hang on. Did OBS freeze? No, I don't think OBS froze. Can you guys still see the stream? But the picture's still frozen. Hang on a second. Okay, there we go. I had to turn the capture footage off and on. That was weird. Like, all I was doing was just looking around there, and for some reason it just suddenly stopped. I've never seen that happen before, and I've used this capture card for nearly 6 months now, maybe a little bit more than that. Yeah, probably a bit more than that, I think closer to a year. Right, well there's no people here, so I'm fine. Oh, nice. Some C4. I know what C4 is. I played Modern Warfare. As weird as it may sound, I would love to play not the recent Call of Duty games, but I would love to play Modern Warfare again, because that was actually a pretty good game before they started like shitting out a sequel every single year. But then there's also the problem with I can't stream the online part of the game because my internet sucks. But I might think about streaming the campaign for Modern Warfare at some point, because that was, as far as first person shooters go, that was actually a really damn well made game. Oh shit, traps. Did I check all the doors? Yeah, there's traps in this place. Just gonna go over one more time just to make sure that yep, check that. I have to make a note that there's numbers so that I can come back later when I get the keys. Famis, I think that's a gun. Did I check what was in here already? Oh no, I didn't. Right, okay. Take it you can't check the lockers in this game. I know you can open lockers in the second one. If you like that, you like Titanfall 2. Oh yeah, that's right, I haven't played Titanfall 2. I'll need to check that out. Wait a minute, why is this door not opening? Keycard 4. No smoking. Yeah, I did see the no smoking things. Not entirely sure if I'm supposed to be doing something down here or if I'm supposed to go back up again. Because I don't see a way forwards. Huh, I just said the name of a company and didn't realise it. Way forwards. I haven't checked the codec for a while.
The walls that were cemented over should look slightly different. Look at the walls carefully in first-person view mode. Try to find the walls that have a different pattern.
Yeah, I need to make this a habit where I keep checking
Maybe it'll sound different too.
the codec.
Those C4 explosives you've got should be able to destroy the walls that were cemented over.
Yeah, from now on I'm going to have to make sure to call frequently so that I can figure out what to do without asking for help. I think that's what they want you to do. I mean, there's a crack in that wall, but let me check all the other walls first just to be sure. Oh wait, this looks a bit different. Yeah, I think that might be the weak wall. Right, okay, well, this one's fake. I just had to compare the sounds. Let me just get into position. Press square to set. Let me check the controller. Again, I'm not used to PlayStation buttons, I'm more into like A, B, X, Y. Right, so square to set, circle to detonate. Nice. Cue the Zelda chime. Oh, even more C4. I guess there's a number of walls I can blow up in this area, so let me check them all. There's one. I love how that some architect was like, you know what, let's design a completely separate room here that even comes with like wires and like this big computer unit or whatever, and then let's just cement this fucking wall over it so that nobody can get in or out. Also, let's throw some items in there as well, just so that we can at least say, oh, somebody has been in here. Good job, architect. Right, there's one. Oh yeah, there's also a Metal Gear game on Game Boy Color. I've heard that that's good. Ghost Babel or something. I might check that one out. The signal's been jammed. So I guess that means the codec doesn't work either. Oh, I can still use codec.
Use your radar in that area.
It's just the radar that's jammed.
Electronic jamming coming from there. I wonder what it is. Anyway, be careful. Be careful, Snake.
Be careful.
President Baker should be somewhere around there. Hurry up and find him.
You know, this is the kind of like... See, I hate games where it like shoves shit down your throat, where it's like, hey, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. But I like in this game where it's like, if you get stuck, you can just call them, and it's not like asking for a hint in the game. It's like it's a actual part of the game. Like you're supposed to get like advice from your superiors. Like I love the way they do that in this game. Right, let's switch back to the gun just in case. There's one. Guess I need one more C4. I don't know if there's any more walls, but I'll just put the gun on just in case there's someone on the other side. I see at least 2 patches here, so I don't know if I can blow up both of them with just a single C4. I'm going to try put it in between, and I'll probably miss. Round about there should work. Okay, so I didn't get both, but I got one of them at least. Right, well, I don't need that ration. Oh, they're gun cameras, so they're like turrets. Right, I think we got through it. No problem. Is that Baker?
Am I too late? He's alive. You're the Arms Tech president, Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry, I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it!
C4.
Oh, jeez.
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot.
Oh, so this is Revolver Ocelot that I've been hearing about.
I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver. Draw!
Ah! Sorry, I thought that was the other guy there. Shit. That was stupid.
You idiot!
You idiot! I got nervous there because I had to shoot the other guy and I was like, oh fuck. Wrong person. I like that. You idiot! Oh, wrong way. I have to blow up. Oh yeah, saved right here, so I need to blow up that wall and then I'm gonna save it. It was this wall, wasn't it? You can shoot the president before entering the room. Right, I'll save here.
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area. There's some kind of a...
Yeah, I know. Don't need to tell me.
Be careful, Snake.
Be careful. Can you skip cutscenes in this, or do you have to watch them again? Oh no, you can skip them, right, good.
I love to reload doing it back. There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a long silver bullet into a well-greased chamber. All right, I'm alive. Let's go.
Oh, he was reloading. Fuck, I wasn't paying attention there. Also, I should probably switch to rations. So I'm gonna wait till he runs out of bullets and then I can start attacking him. Although you can hit him before that happens. Oh shit.
You better hurry up. The old man's not gonna last too long. Don't you want to settle this?
Nothing like slamming a long silver bullet into Wilbury's chamber. Yep. Oh, well, there goes one ration.
I love the smell of corn. You know, that sulfury smell. But
I love that I just completely cut him off there with that bullet. Is there a reload button so that I have to like if I want to reload halfway into the clip? Ooh. Fuck.
Wait a minute.
Need more bullets now. Or if there's no bullets, I guess I have to punch him or throw him. Oh, there's bullets. This is my first time playing, by the way. The guy who just came into the chat. Come on, fire off your last 2 shots. Sorry, that guy in the fucking middle who keeps making that noise. Shit. Because that's totally what you want to hear in the middle of an intense gun shoot battle. Shit.
Wait a minute.
Fuck. I've got no rations left.
Wait a minute.
Shit, I forgot to reload. There we go.
You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight, but I'm just getting warmed up. What? My hand! Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again! Who are you? I like you. I have no name. That exoskeleton.
He's gone.
Who the hell?
Yeah, I recognise that character, but I forgot what his name was. Like, I know he makes a cameo in Smash Bros. Brawl.
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up?
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists?
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier, it must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Damn!
Yeah, sorry if you're hearing typing, I'm just checking something in the background.
It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her
on
right
the back
away.
of the CD
but
case.
Tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see. Because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that,
don't want to know the frequency? Yeah, sure.
Every year.
MUF?
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials.
Well, apparently the codec is on the back of the CD case of the game, but I'm playing the PlayStation version on PS3, so I can't actually check that.
In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb.
I mean, I could technically do it if I owned the game, like if I played this off of the disc, because I've got a PS3 with backwards compatibility, but this is the digital download version, so you can't really do it with that.
Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
Right, so let's save real quick, and then let's check that frequency. 140.15.
You mean Metal Gear?
Oh,
yes.
right, there's still more.
You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Oh, PS3s can play PS1, just not PS2.
Paid for by the
That's
Pentagon's
weird.
black budget.
Well, mine can play
avoid a lot of red
PS2.
tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals
So
on
I'm
the
guessing that's
military
the Metal
oversight
Gear
committee.
weapon right there that we're kinda seeing.
Bribes.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Oh, cool.
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Naomi?
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but... What did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh, no, it can't be.
Oh, fuck.
Those Pentagon bastards. So,
The controller fell off the disc because it was vibrating lately.
What are you talking about?
So I just grabbed it there before it fell.
using you for...
I don't know if you could have helped that as well, like when it was vibrating. It wasn't an intense vibration, it was just like a small rumble, like every second. But it was just enough to knock the controller off the desk. Your controller is having a heart attack, yeah. Like, I've got headphones on, so I didn't hear the vibration, but I could see the controller moving.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
What about salt?
Damn.
What's a salt?
I want you and
Oh wait a
Meryl
minute,
to
I'm
work
still alive,
together.
never mind.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
Right, so 140.15 I think it was, I'm just going to check real quick, right after I save. Actually I should do this first and then save. Cancel that. think it was 15. Let me check the chat again. Sorry, the chat scrolled down there, so I have to. 14015. Right, so I guess I can't call them yet.
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area. There's some kind of...
Right, I'll just save for now then, and I'll try to figure that out later.
Be careful, Snake.
Yeah, I hate it when video games do that kind of stuff. Like, as much as this game is good so far, I think that's kind of bullshit where it's like, oh, you must do this on the game box and shit. Like, because at the time, I guess it's kind of fine, but like future generations and stuff like this where it's like a digital download, it's like, well, how the fuck am I supposed to do that? There was another game that did something similar. I think it was Star Tropics, where it came with, I think it was like a map or something, or a piece of paper that had like a specific code on it, and you had to type that code in at a certain point in the game in order to actually advance. But at least, oh wait a minute, that's the wrong way. But at least in that game, like on the Virtual Console version, they actually include that number in the electronic manual, like the e-manual that comes with the game. So there's that at least. I've got the level 2 keycard now, so I can start checking level 2 doors. Wait, have I been making multiple saves this whole time? I thought it was overwriting the same save. Hang on, how do you delete saves? Can you delete saves?
What can I do for...
Oh, I have been making multiple saves. Sorry, I thought it was just highlighting the one I did earlier. Fuck. I honestly didn't realise that. I thought this was like save and then, yeah, save the game. Well, I guess from now on I'll just overwrite this one. Don't feel like listening to your random... would he call... What's the there's like a saying for like a phrase that you can apply to real life. A proverb? I don't want to hear your Chinese proverbs, thanks. Gonna get some more C4s while I'm in here. There's the Thamus room. Oh shit. Damn it. Guess I should have smoked. So what did it just pick up there? Like, I didn't actually pay attention to it. Yeah, I can see the red bits around the edges now. I should have paid attention. There. You picked up the machine gun. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, the Thamus is a gun you see in Modern Warfare as well, like fairly recent tech. Hence the term Modern Warfare, I guess. I guess that was another reason why I was drawn to Modern Warfare. Like, I wasn't really big on Call of Duty before that, because it was always like World War II, and this was during a period where World War II first-person shooters were all the rage, and I was just not interested in that. And every company was doing it at one point, like during late PlayStation 1, early PlayStation 2 era, going to the end of PlayStation 2, and a little bit beyond it, I think think there's a level 2 door back on the first floor. There might also be one on B1, but I'm gonna go back to the first floor first. Should be using this more often so that I can see what's ahead of me. Right, we're good. So yeah, that was part of the reason why I loved Modern Warfare, because at the time it felt fresh, like it felt different. Like, I know that it wasn't the first game to do it, but it was like the first major first-person shooter. Like, as in like a mainstream first-person shooter to do that kind of thing. At least to me anyway, it felt like it, because it was like, you know, Call of Duty is, like, it's a big brand name. Like, because it was... Like, because I really enjoyed it as a result, because I really got into that. Oh shit. And for a while I played like the Fallout Call of Duty games, but I couldn't get into Modern Warfare 2 for some reason. I did like the first one better. Oh, come on. Stop walking this way. Yeah, they can't see 20 feet in front of them. Alright, the metal grounds. I was hoping they would drop a ration. Mine detector. Buried mine shop on the radar screen. Well, that'll be good for later then. There's another ration. Don't know if I can investigate the computers, I guess not. Actually, hang on a second.
You can only open the door with a security card that's got the same or higher security clearance than the door.
Also, you can use number 2 on number 1 doors, right? That'll save me from switching back to 1. Snake, now's not the time for Facebook. Facebook didn't exist at this time. MySpace? Actually, that didn't exist either, but MySpace is sold, we might as well say that. Snake, this is no time for MySpace! But Colonel, I need to Instagram these Metal Gear Rex pictures so that I can get the upvotes. Colonel, the government liked this picture. Oh. My snake. Getting good at avoid the cameras. At least this camera anyway. Like, I've come through here a few times now. Right, I checked this tank, I don't think I checked the other tank. There might be something under it. Wait, is there another tank here? Nope, there's just one. I thought there was one on the other side of the room. Never mind. I'm gonna check below 1 in just a second. Just making sure I haven't missed any other doors. I'm Pretty sure I saw a number 2 door. One below 1. So, now that I've played it for a bit, do you think I'm starting to get a little bit better at this? But not all that much better. Oops.
What can I do for you, Snake?
Right. Okay, now it's highlighting the one I was trying to overwrite in the first place. There we go.
Snake, in China they say, you must cross the river before you tell the crocodile he has bad bread. Do you know what that means?
What?
It means that the wise man avoids danger first. Use your brain to avoid traps and stay away from the enemy.
Is that an actual Chinese proverb? Because that's a fucking weird one. You must cross the river before you tell a crocodile it has bad breath. Okay, thank you for that insightful insight. Wait a second. Right, well, number 2 does open number 1 doors, thankfully. Oh. Oh, this was the toilet that guy was taking a shit in. No, I didn't check. Colonel, I'm logging in now. Can't fucking do a Snake voice. And even if I could, I don't think I could think of any like funny jokes on the fly. Like, I'm not that kind of person. That's number 6. Right, I guess it's there's nothing down here. Except... oh, never mind. Maybe I missed something on B2, I'm going to check again. Actually, I think there is something I missed on B2, that other room that I could use the claymore on. Maybe that's where the number 2 that I missed is. Oh shit. Ah fuck, I forgot these guys were here. This room was empty before. Ah! Do you start right back here? Okay, good. Yeah, after that boss fight, there's now patrolmen here. How many claymores do I have? None. I need more claymores. Chaff grenade though, but I don't want to waste those. Isn't there more claymores that you can pick up, or did I pick up all of them? Is it not like a respawn point in case I get stuck? Because there is one wall I didn't blow up that I wanted to check. That's the number 4, can't go in there yet. Yeah, the C4. Claymore is another name for it. Yeah, because there's a wall a bit further down here that I blew up at one point and then I fucked up the boss fight. But I didn't blow up a second time. I could just use a grenade, I guess. So I'll just use a grenade for now. Right, so Press X to pull pin, release to throw. Oh, come on, really? I can't fucking... You can't blow up walls using a fucking grenade. It's got the same explosive power, you would think. There must be C4s back in the other room then. Like, there must be at least one that reappears in the event that you run out of C4s, otherwise you would just be stuck and you can't progress. At least that's what I think is the case. In fact, there is, I think. Oh no, that's grenades. Like, I don't have enough of those already. He holds it like a cooked egg. Funnily enough, that's actually a term for, like, throwing grenades. Like, if you pull the pin and you hold the grenade for a few seconds, that's called cooking a grenade. So you kind of prime it just so it explodes by the time you throw it. Or so that you time it that when you throw it, it will explode roundabout by the time it lands on its target. Right, not that door. Wasn't there a room with like 2 grey boxes, or did I check that one already? Did you see his eyes there? Like, his eyes lit up when he saw that. Fuck. No. Grenades? Well, I guess that takes care of him then. I dropped the grenade by accident. Or rather, I threw it by accident. I was trying to chokehold him. Oh well. Well, back to wherever I just was. Let's unequip those for a second. I've got to keep in mind what I'm equipping and unequipping. So C4's behind there. Maybe if I call the Colonel to get some KFC.
You called Snake?
No, not you.
Good luck, Snake.
Good luck, Snake.
The DARPA chief and President Baker. So now the terrorists know both detonation codes.
Yeah, and on top of that, they both died right in front of my eyes.
Snake, now that the terrorists have both detonation codes, the only way to stop a nuclear launch is to either use the detonation code release keys that Meryl's holding, or
find the Metal Gear chief engineer that President Baker mentioned, Hal Emmerich.
In any case, you should contact Meryl by codec. Wasn't her frequency written on the back of the CD case?
Right, well I guess I'm gonna have to try calling that person now. Hang on. Point 15 was it?
Who are you?
Oh no, it works.
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone.
I guess I had to call the Colonel first before I actually called her.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You? Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
They're not soldiers' eyes.
And they're rookies' eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Oh, just what I'd expect from the legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Don't worry, you'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows? Why don't you ask him? But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they? Okay, you see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right, for the development of Metal Gear.
Colonel.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top-secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. Well, that's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry, I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah, that's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep him hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
He's dead.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Sounds like it, but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second-floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second-floor basement?
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time. What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor is being held?
There's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes, you are.
You're literally green.
You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training, but when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action, and now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl. Everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay. Let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard. Just like my uncle said.
Huh. I told you. The real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
Right, okay then, that's a good bit of story there. Some more. And I'll need to get that level 5 key cards. Oops.
Snake,
I didn't mean
don't
to
be
stop
so
that.
impatient. Settle down. I need a little more time to get the cargo door open. I'll call you when I get the door open. Just wait a little, okay?
I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to call Mei-Ling.
You called, Snake?
At least now it automatically highlights the most recent save instead of like being new save.
How's it going, Snake? Have you gotten used to using the radar yet?
Yeah, it's a great system. Not only can I read the topography, but I can monitor the movement of the bad guys, too.
Pretty convenient, huh? It also makes it easy for us to see everything that you're doing.
You're watching everything?
Of course. If you were my boyfriend, you'd never be able to cheat on me.
Being monitored 24 hours a day, that'd be like hell.
Don't think of it like that. At least you'd never get lost.
Anyways. Mei-Ling is the perfect girlfriend. Maybe. So where's the cargo door again that she said I had to go wait by? Oh wait a minute, maybe she's gonna tell me to do it now.
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry, I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake, the cargo door is like an airlock. It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas?
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait, you said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
Oh dear. Yeah, I should call the colonel, I guess. I keep forgetting that that's a thing. Like, that I should do that.
Meryl contacted you, didn't she? Go through the cargo door in the north part of the hangar. Head for the warhead storage building.
Right, okay, let's go. Take it this is the cargo door? Yep.
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors. You probably can't see them with your naked eyes, but there are infrared beams coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them and the doors will seal off and the place will be flooded with poison gas. Somehow you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
Right, I think I know what I'm supposed to do here. Yeah, I think I see the sensors. Right, hang on a second. I can kind of see the sensor. I don't know if this would help. Yeah, that is helping a little bit. Oh. First try. Nice. Alright, I need to activate the cards. There we go. We did it. Yeah, I was kind of aware that the smoking brings up the infrared sensors so that you can actually see what you're doing. How long am I going to be playing for? Maybe another half an hour? And then I think I'll stop after that. So about 2.5 hours, 3 hours of this. How long have I been playing for? 2 hours 47 minutes. I started at about the 30-minute mark, so that's been just a little over 2 hours. I think I'll play for like maybe another 10-15 minutes and then we'll take a break.
Snake,
and then we'll do Sonic Mania.
Have you ever heard the saying, friendly counsel cuts off many foes? It means that a little bit of advice from friends can save you a lot of trouble. You should think about it. If you're in trouble or if you need some information about something, please contact Colonel Campbell or someone else, okay?
Yeah, I thought I was going to mess up at the lasers there because I think the third one or the fourth one, I thought I stepped forward a little bit too soon, but it turns out I was fine.
Snake, be careful. There are claymore mines around there. Use a mine detector.
Who are you?
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Listen. There's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you, anyway?
One of your fans.
Pardon? Anyways. Mines show up on the radar screen, hang on. Ah, right, okay. Those are mines. You can collect claymores by crawling over them. What, you mean the mines? I guess I'll give that a shot then. So you crawl and then I guess you press the button to pick it up. We go around the cone. I don't know if you have to approach it from the red circle. Oh, okay. Right, you just touch it. Nice. Just crawl with them like normal. Nice. Right, that's good. I guess we've got more C4 then. Let's see if there's any more claymores on that side. Nope. So they said that there's going to be a tank that's going to ambush me, so we'll have to get ready for that. Cardboard box. Yep. Ah, why did you go out your box?
This is Raven's territory. Snakes don't belong in Alaska. I will not let you pass. Send him a message.
Oh shit. That was pretty cool the way he did that.
That's right, you belong on the ground.
Vulcan Raven.
You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are. Come, let's fight.
Oh, I'm back in the box again. Oh, that's cool. You can look out the fucking. You can look out the handle hole from the box. That's neat. I don't know if he's gonna be able to see me like this though. Yep. I should have known.
Snake, what happened? Snake!
It was worth a shot. I just wanted to see if he could actually see me like that. I mean, he did see the box moves, I guess there's that. What's the button again? Ah, right, it's this one. I should probably save after I do this, just so I don't have to do that again, because I know that I'm going to probably die here a couple of times. Yeah, I think I might change games after I'm done with this part. Right, let's call Mei-Ling. Oops. And we've got Deep Throat's number now.
Mei-Ling, how can someone outside of this operation cut into my codec?
You're talking about that guy calling himself Deep Throat. We were monitoring from here.
What about it?
Well, if somebody knows your frequency, they can call you. But the question is, how did he learn it? It's top secret information.
Can you tell me where he called from?
I'm sorry. The signal is too weak to locate its source. But I'm sure he's near you. Somewhere on the base. Be careful, Snake.
Yeah, I liked how I came into that cutscene as a box, then we saw this action sequence where he jumps back like a badass from the bullet, and then he's back in the box again right afterwards. Hang on a second. Anyone else getting that weird... hang on a second. Wait, see that humming noise? Is that the tank making that? Because it sounds like it's coming from behind me, not in front. Whatever. Kinda sounds like it's in front now. Yeah, this is gonna get real shitty. Disables electronics. Ah, okay. I don't know if that would work for a tank, but... I suppose I can aim like that, just so that I know. Okay, I guess that doesn't work. remember the golden rule. Right, okay. Don't mind me standing in the middle of a fucking open field while I'm calling the colonel.
Snake, look out for that tank's main gun. It'll pulverize you. There should be some way. Ask Nastasha. She knows everything there is to know about weapon systems. Her frequency is 141.52.
14152, got it. Oops, I pressed up. I thought that was to move the number.
Snake, look up.
I know. 14152.
This is Nastasha Romanenko. A pleasure to work with you, Solid Snake.
You're the nuclear specialist that the Colonel mentioned?
That's me. You can ask me anything about nukes that you want. I am also a military analyst, so I have an extensive knowledge of weapon systems as well. They asked me to participate in this operation as a supervisor from the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. I was happy to accept. We must not allow terrorists to get their hands on nuclear weapons of any kind. I hope I can help you to
Why do I
stop
get a feeling that right after this I'm just going to end up dying? Like, 'cause I'm standing right next to the tank.
Serious about launching a nuclear weapon? The world cannot stand by idly and allow that to happen, and neither can I. Unfortunately, all I can do from here is provide you with information.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Another soldier here wouldn't make a difference anyway. It's good to work with you, Nastasha.
Same here, Snake.
Wait, aren't you going to tell me how to deal with the tank?
That M1 tank is equipped with advanced Victronics. Once it locks onto a target, it automatically tracks it, and its main gun is effective up to 3,000 meters. To get close, you'll have to confuse its tracking system. Use your chaff. If you can jam the system and get close enough, it won't be able to use its main gun.
Oh wait, so the stun grenade was working?
To fool its electronic systems.
Right, okay. I guess I found that out by accident. Oops, no. Still getting used to which button cancels and whatnot. God damn it. Oops. I was trying to see if I could get under it, but it doesn't seem to be one to move. To not move. Okay. I'm dead. Fuck. I'm dead. Not necessarily. Somehow that didn't do any damage, if any. Okay, that did damage though. See, here's the thing, I called her and she told me what to do. I didn't think I had to call her to get more instructions. Like, why not tell me how to do everything at once? I'm gonna see if I can wrap this up very quickly, because I need... Oops. Oops, I forgot about that.
Snake, be careful.
Yeah, you're a little too late. I fucking saved the game after I picked them up. Oh, there it is. Like, the reason I ran forward there was because I already picked them up, then I saved the game, so I thought they wouldn't come back again, but they do. Alright, we'll see you later, DJ. Make sure you rest well. Don't want to get sick again. Yeah, I did collect him and then I saved the game. Like, that was what I made sure to do the last time before I died there. It might be one of those things where you have to leave the room, then come back in and then save it. But I don't think I can leave the room since I'm here now, or can I? Nah, I think it's permanently closed. Or at least it's closed until I beat the boss. How do you use rations? Like, how do you actually use one? Press while menu is open. There we go. That's perfect.
You might be able to fool the tank's electronic systems with a chaff grenade.
Wait, what? Why are you telling me this now? Where's the other person? Oops. I keep pressing up as in I want to up the number.
I think you might be able to fool the tank's electronic
Yes, I know. I keep forgetting to press left and right to change the number. What was that again? I guess I'll call the colonel and get the number. Oops. I keep pressing X to cancel. Like, I keep thinking X is confirm, it's not, it's circle. If you're wondering what I'm doing. There.
Snake, look up.
14152. Right, and then we move over here. 14152. God damn it.
That M1 tank is...
Right, so effective up to 3,000 meters, use your chaff grenades, yada yada yada. Right, let's call her again.
Even if you can get close, the M1 tank's maximum speed is 45 miles per hour. First, you'll have to slow it down.
Destroy the
after its
tracks.
caterpillars with C4 or grenades. Once it slows down, toss a grenade in the commander's turret. The M1 has exceptionally strong armor. With your weapons, the only way to beat it is to attack the soldiers inside through the hatch. Try to aim at the upper hatch with your grenades.
Well, that's easier said than done. Anything else?
Use your chaff at a long distance to fool its electronic systems.
Right, okay. Oops. That time I fucking press circle.
Try.
Yes. I'm gonna get as close as I can to it before it actually sees me, and then I'm gonna throw the chaff. I don't think that's going to last long enough. I got it? Ah, fuck. Let me go back to the safe spot again. trying to slow him down first, then I can go in for the kill with the grenades. Shit! I'm gonna have to use another chaff grenade. No! There's some extra equipment. And a ration. Nice. Nice. Okay, so if you're close enough, it will land on him, I think. I got this. Oh, there's another guy. I wasn't prepared for a second guy to pop out. I need to get in the right position. Ah! Nope, that didn't land. Nice, I think that was close enough. Yes. One more should do it. Yeah, you need to be careful of your positioning. That should hit him also. Yes! That's a pretty good boss fight. Once you know what to do. Didn't realise I had to call her multiple times just to get the full information. I need to keep that in mind also. I'm starting to like this game now. Like the first hour of it is kind of frustrating because it's like, oh, I'm not very good at this, but I'm starting to get it now.
Well, boss, I hope you are happy. He got the card.
We'll play with him a little longer.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did you think of him?
He is just as you said. In battle, he is as if possessed by a demon. Much like you, I would expect no less.
You see? I told you so. But I will kill him.
So, General Ivan, I hear he took your hand as well as your dignity.
Watch your tongue, shaman.
In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, Snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him.
Not yet. Don't kill him yet.
He and I will meet again in battle.
Same prediction as always?
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
I don't know if there's any more story, I guess there is. Or not. Right, okay then. Also, I've got another ration space, so I can get up to 3 now. But I think that's a good place to stop for now. I'll probably continue this tomorrow.
What is it, Snake?
So let me just save real quick. So there we go, 2.5 hours,
In my parents'
roughly.
homeland, they say, if there are more wolves, the people are eaten. If there are more people, the wolves are eaten. That means the side with the greater numbers is usually the winner. You're badly outnumbered, Snake. Try not to let them see you.
I'm wondering if any of these proverbs that she's saying are actually true, like real proverbs, because I've never heard of any of these ones. How do you get back to the title screen, or is that it? Guess I could just do this. Right, so I guess I'm done for now, and we will continue this either tomorrow or in the next couple streams, I guess. Actually, you know what, I don't even need to do that, I could just turn the system off because I'm done.